What's up, one and all? Welcome back to the Goro Stern channel. Here I am once again, back in the flesh. So, I figured I'd do something different for Shootin' the Shit this time. I want to do some reaction videos to a couple of videos that I discovered very recently and some creators that I discovered very recently. One who hasn't been that active so much in the past few years, which is kind of sad because dude's pretty fucking funny. I always really liked reaction videos, so I figured why not do one for myself? And if it doesn't work as well as I think it's going to work, well, then I just won't do it again. But if you guys like it, if you guys fuck with it, that's pretty cool. Well, anyways, let's get fucking started. So here we're going to start with this dude called J-Hoff Films. At least that's what the channel is called. Don't know the dude's first name because I literally discovered this guy very, very recently. And I had to react to this video here called Metal Show Etiquette, which I thought was pretty funny. Because it's all in good fun. Like, this video is not meant to be taken seriously, but you made some good points and some points that I can't really relate to. So, let's give it a watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly living in the darkest timeline. I'm sick and tired of going to concerts. I've been to up-teen shows and see the same normies trying to take their spots.
Damn normies.
In the crowd, in the audience. People that are wearing flip-up trucker hats when...
Ooh, the flip-up trucker hats.
They weren't drinking beers with you in the parking lot beforehand. You have
certified
zero right
posers
to wear that hat. Guys with flip-on shoes.
Confirmed posers.
Lose them in the mosh pits and they're walking around. One shoe in the air, trying to figure out...
Dude, never ever wear flip-on shoes to a metal show, man. You're gonna lose them shits. Don't do it. Just don't do it, guys.
Which is left from right. And then they go to the merch table. Dude, they go to the merch table. And I'm sitting there waiting to get my medium t-shirt. And these guys are sitting there going, does this one fit me? Dude, if you don't know what size t-shirt are you, why are you walking outside of your house?
That's a good point. Now, I gotta say, I've never ever encountered this myself. Pretty much everyone I stand behind in line, to the merch table, they always know their shit. Now, granted, there has been some times where I'm way back in the line and it's taken a while, so maybe, without even knowing I've been a victim of this. But, dude, if you don't know your fucking shirt size, what are you doing? Don't hold up these poor merch people. Just buy one, go try it on the restroom if you're not all sweaty and shit, and just return it. I've actually had to return maybe a couple of shirts, to trade it for a different size. And it's been no problem. I mean, maybe sometimes they'll give you shit for it, but dude, how can you not know your shirt size? Come on.
What do you do when you go to malls? Look around for clothes? No, you just go and you buy the exact size that you need. Dude, and don't get me started on what half of these Goombas are wearing at shows. I'm seeing the same black jeans, the same slip-on Vans that we probably got from Zoomies.
Why?
And what's worse? Misfits t-shirt, dude. Do you know
how
many times
God,
I've seen people wearing
the
Misfits?
Dreaded Misfits t-shirt, you guys. Now, I gotta say, in metal shows, typically if someone's wearing a Misfits t-shirt, I kind of don't bat an eye, because I'm pretty sure that whoever wears a Misfits t-shirt at a metal show, I doubt they're just trying to fit in. I'm pretty sure that person knows their Misfits discography pretty well. I mean, maybe in everyday life, if I see someone wearing a Misfits t-shirt, I really don't give a shit either way, but I'm, almost certain that they either think it's a brand or they just know the most basic of Misfits discography. Like I said, I really don't give a shit. Wear Misfits merch all you want. But if I see it at a metal show, guaranteed I think that they know their shit. But who knows?
T-shirts at concerts?
Hey, Chris. What's up?
Oh no. The dreaded poser.
You're literally everything I don't like in a person.
Oh.
Metal Show Etiquette. Let's go.
You're filling out the quota quite well here, huh? I didn't see you drink beer in the parking lot.
I don't drink beer.
Confirmed
I collect the
poser.
bottles.
Oh my God, come on, man.
It's good for the environment.
You don't do heavy metal parking lot homes? Ooh, Miller. Okay.
Yeah,
I used to drink Miller High Life, but it's been a while.
Yeah, that was my 6-pack from the parking lot. You're not wrong about that.
Well, I just made 60 cents.
You probably just got German herpes too. Okay, so
Why are you wearing a flip hat backwards with your long hair out? It's kind of weird, man.
Why are you wearing a flip hat?
It's not a flip hat, but
with your
I'm repping one of the greatest bands of all time.
that's a
I don't know
weird
about
way
that.
of saying municipal waste. But
That's a weird way. That was a great fucking delivery. Let's see that again.
One of the greatest bands of all time.
that's a weird way of saying municipal waste. But, all right.
Now, I never got into Corrosion of Conformity. I really like their logo. I really like the way their aesthetic looks, I guess, on their album covers. But I just never fucked with Corrosion of Conformity. I don't even know if they're good, if they're bad. I just never did delve into their shit. For some reason, they just escaped me. Maybe I should give them a listen. Maybe they are pretty good. Maybe I don't know what I'm missing. Who knows?
Double whammy. Wow,
I'm inverted.
I got nipples too, man. Okay, so you're in a mosh pit. What happens when you lose your
First
shoes?
of all, I don't really
Dude, it's
go
funny,
on mosh
man.
pits, but when I
These
do
guys
go
are
on
funny.
mosh pits, yeah, go on.
Okay, so what do you do if you lose one of your flip-on shoes from Vans?
Well, I try and get everyone to stop.
So you stop the mosh pit.
Stop the mosh
We've
pit.
all
Watch
been
it,
there.
get the
We've
light
all
on.
gone through this. If you've never gone through this, I find that hard to believe. The kid who loses something in the middle of the show, right in front of the fucking barricade there, and they're just looking desperately for whatever they lost, and then they turn on that flashlight. Been there many times. Be careful with your shit, you guys. I mean, it's happened to me. Actually, when I went to see Madball just last week, I lost this hat for a good while. But I didn't turn on my flashlight. I looked down, looked around, asked around. No one saw the hat. I'm like, I deemed it lost, which sucks because it's a pretty cool Kublai Khan hat that I got here. The hammer. They don't really sell this on tour anymore. So I was like, fuck, that sucks. But after the show, everything worked out because once everything was over, once the dust settled, I found it under the stage. So maybe you might find it when the dust settles, unless you get an asshole who actually steals your shit.
Kind of.
Yeah, get the light, and then you shine it in people's eyes when they're trying to be like, what the fuck, right?
But then I get
Don't
the
do
shoe,
that either. Come
and
on,
it's like
man.
Instant slip.
And you know, another thing. At metal shows, yes, I do take out my cell phone to take pictures and videos, but I only do it once or twice. If you do it more than once or twice, you're not there for the experience. You're there for the gram. Guys, also, if you're taking video or scrolling through your phone, it's pretty dark in there, usually in the venues. Put your brightness down. I always lower my brightness to the lowest level. There's nothing more annoying than when you go to the movies or a show or anywhere that's pretty much dark, that's supposed to be dark, and you see a bright-ass screen just distracting you from the experience. Don't do that, man. Take out your phone. That's fine, even if you're there for the gram. No judgment here, but lower your brightness, guys.
Back on. I don't have to. You know, I'm not like you where I'm like tying it on.
I
Oh,
just
you
do
got
this
the Thrasher
once before
shoes
the
on.
set, and I'm good, but hey, you stop pits.
It's
That's,
good.
that's cool. When you do mosh, what do you do in the pit?
It's like a karate ha
Oh, man.
karate in the mosh pit.
No.
Karate and the mosh pit. Now, as many of you know, I moved to the East Coast over 2 years ago. You cannot escape hardcore in the East Coast, let me tell you that. And before, when I was, a pure Thrasher kid, I'm still a Thrasher kid on the inside, but I used to just bow my head in shame whenever I saw karate in the pit. And now I think, dude, we should all just unite. If you don't want to fuck with the karate kids in the pit, stay away from them. Push pit all you want. But if someone's doing karate in the pit, don't judge them. That's just their style. That's what they do. But, just be, vigilant that you don't get fucking spin kicked across the face. That shit would suck.
Dude, this isn't Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. There's no sound effects.
No karate.
When you're flailing, there's no karate in the pit. So you're learning. I'm proud
No
of you
sound
for that.
effects,
Okay,
unfortunately.
Right.
So you're going to
Do that.
No, you're not beating the meat. This isn't porn.
Beating the
You wanna
meat.
get demonetized.
It was
You
picking
have
up
to do
cherries
one.
back in my day.
Okay, so you're going to want to push, like
Yeah, push moshing, push pitting. Yeah.
yeah, just like that. There you go. Okay.
Now, honestly, whenever I pit, I usually pit pretty hard. I mean, especially if I've had a few drinks in me. I push pit, once in a while, but I've kind of started doing, some of this, and that's acceptable because in the pit, I feel like there should be almost no rules, man. If you want to go have fun, you want to pit, however you want to pit, do it. Whenever I circle pit, I kind of push, people on the edge, just to wake them up a little bit. It's just all in good fun. I don't mean it in a harmful way. I don't do it hard or anything. I don't want to ever hurt anybody, but yeah, man, push pitting, karate, fuck it. Throw it all in there. Fuck
So
it.
we
Yeah,
got
but you took the hat off.
It fell off.
But I don't have these long luscious curls.
Okay, so You go to a concert. You already know what t-shirt size you order when you go up to the merch guy?
It depends. Depends on the day, right? You guys
Again,
know.
I've never had this happen to me. If
depends on
you
what
guys
you
have had
eat
this
on the
happen to you, let me know
large or extra large or
because
medium.
you
Depends
should
on,
know what
you
fucking
like,
shirt
before I
shirt
go to
size
the
you
show,
wear.
if I'm eating a giant bowl of pasta, then I'm gonna be bloated.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't know. You don't eat.
Yeah, I just drink, obviously.
That's how you get that figure.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Be a mild alcoholic. That's basically part of it. Okay.
Oh God, I have a story for you guys. I don't know if I've told it before, but I kind of always just limit myself when I'm drinking at shows. What tour was this? I think it's when Watain toured with Morbid Angel a few years back, pre-pandemic. Dude, I got blackout drunk. Don't remember any of the show. Just kept drinking the whole way there. While we were there, before we were there, we went to a pizza place. Me and my buddies, Matt and Raw. I love you guys. Shout out if you guys are seeing this. We literally drank for, I want to say, before the show, maybe 5-6 hours straight before going to the fucking show. So by the time I get there, man, I'm already fucking lit, like to no end, and I'm still downing tecates like there's no end, dude. And of course, by the end of it, I don't remember most of this, but oh my God, it was embarrassing. I fucking kept pushing some kid into the pit, apparently. I fell like maybe 5 or 6 times in the pit. I lost some limited edition buttons, Watain buttons, man. To this day, I can't believe I lost those. But yeah, man, if you're going to drink at a show, my limit is 5 beers. That's it. If I have 5 beers, that's it. I'm cutting myself off. I don't need any more than that. I have a great buzz going at that point. Don't drink beer and liquor because you will get fucking faded and not remember shit. So be careful, you guys. That's all I'm saying.
So we've gotten the basics down, Pat. So you're gonna wear shoes that you lace up so they don't fall
So
off.
I need laces.
You need laces.
Okay.
You need a shirt that's not from your brother's drawer or
There's
from...
nothing wrong with the Misfits.
We'll get into that later. Anyways, the hat goes backwards.
Hat goes
Maybe a
backwards.
wig or something.
Or,
Yep.
or you just we can do a beer baptism or something. Get some left.
You know, though, to be fair, sometimes when you wear your hat backwards and you want to headbang, sometimes you kind of go like this. The top of your back kind of pushes your hat up, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, man, I tend to wear my hat backwards, as you can see. So yeah, I support that.
We're not that tight yet, I don't think. So what you're going to do? You're going to get a denim vest.
Yes.
Like this bad boy here. Want to get a denim vest?
Ooh.
Cool, man.
We're going to sew all your favorite.
What do you got on there? Cannabis Corpse, an Annihilator patch,
Weird thing.
Ghoul. Who else he's got on there? Municipal
That guy
Waste.
with a small
You know-
jacket.
You know, I kind of never. Well, I mean, if you have the style, I mean, no judgment here. I'm just saying, my style, I never really put the patches that close together. I kind of like spacing them out. If that's your
Yo,
style.
this is fucking dope.
Got the Sodom
Thanks
patch,
for the vest.
orange logo, orange border,
No,
demolition hammer,
that-
very
this is what it
nice.
should look like. You're not keeping my vest.
I think I see a tankard patch there.
You don't listen to
Forbidden,
these names.
Slayer.
Forbidden?
Oh, violence patch too, very nice.
You don't know
Sacrifice. This guy knows his shit.
Bolt thrower. Don't see any Megadeth or Metallica.
Oh, the
Here.
dreaded two.
Who's creator?
His face. Oh my God, who the hell is
Teutonic?
creating?
You're not familiar with Teutonic thrash? Okay.
I can't
Get
even
outta here.
spell that.
Confirmed
Okay.
poser.
You know what?
Thanks for this, man.
No. There's no thank you for this. That is my...
Guys, in the comments, let me know.
Let him know,
It's
guys.
not
Let him
your
know.
new vest. It is my vest.
No, it's my vest.
Orgasmatron patch, nice.
No, that vest belongs to me, dude.
No, it's mine now.
All right, so again, that was J Hoff Films. Very, very funny shit from this guy. I really, really love this video. I haven't really seen much more of his videos, but it's unfortunate that I don't think he's done videos in over 2 years, which sucks. 167,000 subscribers, I think. Holy shit. I mean, I can only strive to get that far, but I never upload frequently, so that's my fucking bad. All right, so now let's go and see this other video that I wanted to talk to you guys about because I thought it's pretty cool. And JJ Metalhead seems like a very, very nice YouTuber, very sweet. This is called Battle Vest Rules and Guidelines by JJ Metalhead. Let's check this
Freaks,
out.
it's JJ. Welcome to my channel where I talk about rock and metal music.
So sweet.
Today I'm going to be talking about battle vests and 10 rules for creating and wearing
Okay,
your...
first off, I don't know why battle vest stuck. Back when I started, wearing a vest, I just called it a vest. I mean, back when I think I made a video showing you guys my vest way back when, and I think I just called it vest then. And I think I mentioned battle jacket or battle vest, and I don't know why. We're not going to battle, guys. Just call it a vest.
Before we get started with this video, make sure you hit subscribe to this channel to get notified when I put out other content such as this. And thank you so much to all my subscribers so far. You freaks fucking rock.
We
Rule
fucking
number
rock.
1, decide what kind of vest you want to have. And I don't just mean like, do you want it to be denim or leather? Do you want it to have no sleeves or sleeves? What I mean is, like, do you want to have a theme with your vest? Do you want it to be all black metal bands, all punk bands? Do you want a classic rock vest? Do you want to have a color scheme? Or maybe you want to have it as, like, only bands that you've seen live. Or maybe...
Okay, this is an interesting take. I actually do have my vest here at the ready that I haven't worn in a while. Because, I just don't feel like wearing them anymore. But maybe one day I'll change my mind. Maybe if I go back to MDF one day, check this shit out, you guys. Woo-wee! Look at that. Fuck, man. Look at this shit. Now this, for sure, this is my original OG vest. My Thrasher Kid vest. Look at that. Got Violence, Niflheim, Vader, old school Metallica, Jump in the Fire patch here. Nice big Death logo back patch. Dude, I actually should wear this. Look at this. I had a bunch of good shit on here. Holy shit. A Dark Throne patch. Nuclear. I love this fucking patch, by the way. So many fucking good bands here. Dirty Rotten Imbeciles. I think I have DRI here twice. That's how much I love them. Yeah, man. But yeah, I agree. Sometimes you do have, vests that you kind of put all black metal or all thrash on it. Like this one, this was, I guess, my black metal vest, or I guess my blackened vest. But I had to have Sadist on there. I know they're one of the best thrash bands out there. But Sadist fucking rules. Have a Shooter back patch here. Fucking sick. Merciless on here. A badass Bathory patch here. And then I have one more. This is definitely my favorite of the three. This is I think, my magnum opus of vests here. Look at that, man. Niflheim back patch. Dissection strip. And then the main three down there. Fucking Bathory. Venom. Who else do I have here? Merciful Fate. Fuck yeah, dude. Fucking love this vest, man. I think this is the best one I ever had. But yeah, I agree. Sometimes you just gotta, consider what you want your theme to be. I really do support that. Again, like I said, I space them out. I don't know why I don't like the clutter look. I just
None of the above. Maybe you just want like a hodgepodge of all the bands that you enjoy. So
that's what the first one is.
My
Hodgepodge.
First battle vest. And this is just a whole mashup of bands that
Ooh,
I
a tool
enjoy.
back
No
patch.
necessarily like theme on here, just bands that I like.
Ghost,
now this is my
two
second
Ghost
vest.
patches.
It's still in the process of
Saxon.
being finished, but I reserved this one only for
Coheed and
bands that I
Cambria
have seen
back
live.
patch. Okay.
And then my third vest is the one that I'm wearing. This one's just kind of like my work in progress vest. It's just kind of like the one I put all my extra patches on. So rule number
Nice.
2, in order for it to be a proper battle vest, you have to have band patches. So I've seen a bunch of like Forever 21 bullshit
Yeah, sure,
with a bunch
that's
of
true.
like meaningless butterfly and skull tattoos just slapped over a denim jacket. And that's not
Confirmed
a battle
posers.
vest. That's not a battle jacket. That's just like a jacket
Battle
with
vest.
patches, a patch jacket. I don't know. In other
Just
words,
can't get used to
no
that term,
one's
you
wearing
guys.
these into battle, i.e. the mosh pit. So this goes hand in hand with rule number 3.
Oh, so that's what it is. You're heading into battle because you're going into the mosh pit. Okay, see, now it's all coming together, you guys. I had no idea that's where the terminology came from. So that's why it's called a battle vest. Well, what do you know? You learn something new every day. But I still always just call it a vest. I mean, I can't see myself calling it a battle vest. But anyway, let's continue.
Is, do all of the patches on your battle vest have to be band patches? In my opinion, no. I personally like to have at least like 1 to 3 like patches on there that actually aren't
All right.
bands. It's maybe just something that I enjoy, a cool memory, or something that I like. And some
Cool
elitists
memory.
might
That's
kind
pretty
of
cool.
turn their nose up at this and call me a poser, but whatever. I mean, it's your jacket.
Dude, if you're still calling people posers, like, you gotta get a life, man. Like, what are you doing with yourself? Please, especially if you're over the age of, like, 20. Stop that shit. Don't call people posers, man. If they're posers in your eyes, fine. They're just there to have fun. They're just there to enjoy. Who gives a rat's ass, man? Don't call people posers, guys. Come on.
Okay, you put whatever you want on it. Just as long as a decent majority of all the patches on it are from bands, I think you can call it a battle vest. Rule number 4, put your favorite band on the back.
Yes.
If you have multiple favorite bands, it might
Agreed.
require multiple vests, as you can see.
Yes.
So
Now, for one of my vests here, I have an Niflheim patch in the back. I don't think Niflheim might be even my top 15 favorite bands, but I just love that self-titled so much and that design so much. I mean, Satan with a fucking inverted cross is sitting on a throne of skulls. Come on, man. I fucking love Niflheim. If you don't know who Niflheim is or haven't listened to him, listen to that
And
first
I mean, it
album,
doesn't
man.
have
And
to
Devil's
be
Force
like your
too.
end all be all favorite band of all time ever.
See, that's true. There
if
you
you're
go.
like me, your favorite band is kind of like a constantly shifting and moving, depending on my mood
This is
and
true.
depending
This
on
is true.
whatever I'm really into listening to that week. And so just pick a band that you really appreciate and respect. So on this one I have Tool, and on this one I have Coheed and Cambria, of course. Also, if you're in a band, why not put your own band on the back of your battle vest? Some people might think that's tacky, but I think it just shows pride in your band. I mean, I'm obviously not in a band because I'm not a musician, but if I was, I would be rocking that on the back of my battle vest.
I don't know if I would do that, even if I had a band. I do think it's a little bit tacky. But like you said, I mean, if you do want to, show that you have a band and that you're proud of it, sure. More power to you. Do it. Myself, personally, I would not do that. Let me bring up another point. When bands are wearing their own logos on like promo tees on records or CDs or whatever, that kind of bothers me too, man. Like you should wear other band t-shirts because that way, you're showing your fans or, your listeners like what you're listening to, who you're listening to and why, your inspirations and shit like that. And, from that shirt, they might go listen to that music and, they might discover their new favorite band. So yeah, it kind of bothers me a little bit when I see promo pics of bands and they have like a blank shirt or their own logo on there. I mean, no judgment, do whatever you want, but it's just bothers me a little, always has.
I personally think it's a great conversation starter at shows, and it's a good way to self-advertise. Rule number 5, disregard rule number 4. If you don't want to have a back patch, then don't have one. It's not a rule that you must have a back patch on a battle.
That's true. And I mean, there's no really set rules on it, but yeah, it's true. You don't really have to have a back patch. Like this one, I wouldn't call it technically a back patch, but I mean, it's big enough to where it gets a pass. But yeah, man, if you don't want to have a back patch, more power to you. Fucking just do it.
Vest. It's just what's more commonly done. But as a metalhead, you probably are already used to going against the grain. And let's be honest, we're just all a bunch of rebels here. Rule number 6, decide how you're going to treat your vest. Are you going to be nice to it? As in, like, are you going to make sure you don't spill beer on it or get it all drenched in other people's sweat? This black vest is what
Okay, I have to say this. I love when my vest gets all dirty and shit. I've never washed a vest before. I feel like you lose, some semblance of, that memory. I mean, they don't stink. If they stunk to fucking low hell, I would definitely wash that shit. I mean, come on. But I've never had to wash one because I feel like I just don't need to. And I just want to keep that essence of all the fucking shows I've been to. I mean, sure, there's a lot of sweaty fucks out there, but don't wash your vest, man. Keep it dirty. Keep it bloody. Keep it fucking sweaty, man. I mean, just hang it in your closet and it'll dry out. I mean, there's memories imprinted in those bitches, man. Like, I never believed in washing a vest. Don't wash your vest, man. But again, if it stinks to where fucking flies are hovering around you, maybe you need to consider it. At least give it a rinse. But don't wash your vest, man. Come on, get out of here.
Like, nice, like, wearing
JJ
out
Metal's so
vest.
sweet.
Pretty much,
JJ
I just
Metal
try and keep it clean and keep it from
Okay, so
smelling
she keeps
gross. And I only
a
wear
clean
that
vest,
one to
yeah.
concerts if it's going to be like a stadium show where I'm going to be confined to a numbered seat. Now, on the other
makes
hand,
sense.
I have
I guess
this
these are
one, which
dirty
is what
vests.
I call like my festival vest. So for my
Festival
festival
vest.
vest, I'll wear it obviously to festivals and to any shows where I know I'm probably going to be in a pit or be amongst a whole bunch of jostling, smelly crowd of you freaks. This one actually has quite a few like homemade, home printed patches on it. If you guys want to learn how to make your own band patches at home, I did a video on it. You guys can check it out here
that
somewhere
crafty.
or at the end of
I
this
am not
video.
that crafty.
And I know a lot of you have been asking how my self-printed patches have been holding up. And I can say they've been holding up really well, but I don't think that's quite the most adequate representation of the wear and tear because I haven't been to a show in over a year because of the goddamn coronavirus. So, like many of you, I didn't really leave the house a whole lot during 2020. So these patches haven't really seen
Can
very
relate to
much
that.
Of the outside world.
Drought
So I haven't really been
shows
able to
back
gauge
then.
how well the patches have held up, but I will keep you guys posted after I go to a couple festivals this year. Moving on to rule number 7, make it your own. If you want to add buttons or chains, do it. If you want to like cover it.
Do not add buttons to your vest. Do whatever you want again, but this is just my personal advice. do not add buttons to shows. I mean, to your vest, because you will lose them at a show. I've lost some. Like I said, I lost some limited edition Watain Disciple pins because my drunk ass couldn't keep his shit together. You will lose your buttons unless you don't pit and you just stay in the front. More power to you. But you will lose that shit. So think twice before adding buttons to your vest. That's all I'm saying.
And studs and spikes, I say go for it. Get as creative
Studs and
as you
spikes.
want. It's not supposed to look like anyone else's. Make it your own.
It's true.
It's going to be unique to you. And I've seen some really awesome and like amazingly creative vests out there. Rule number 8. Do you have to sew the patches on yourself? Now, if you're going to be going to shows with your vest on, I would definitely suggest sewing them on as opposed to just ironing them on.
Yes,
Because
do
they're
not
probably going
iron
to
your
fall
shit.
off if you don't sew them
They
on.
will fall off.
But that aside, is it a requirement for you to sew the patches on yourself? In my opinion, no. So, yes, I can see the argument
true.
for sewing the patches on yourself. I mean, there is something to say for putting your own hard work and oftentimes blood into your own vest.
There will
I
be blood.
personally very much enjoy sewing the patches on myself. But I don't think you have to do it yourself. I think if you have like a friend or a significant other who really wants
Sure.
to do this thing for you, wants to sew for you, I say
agree with
let
that.
them. I think that's great.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and I'm looking at you boys, don't know how to sew. Even though you should probably learn how to do that at some point because it's kind of an important life skill. So your shitty attempts at sewing.
Dude, okay. When I was just getting into, creating my vest and shit, I was like around 16, 15 going on 16. And I had my mom sew my first few couple of patches. And my aunt as well. Until I said, dude, you can't be doing this shit. You have to learn. And it's not that hard, you guys. Just literally tie in a little thread to a needle, put it through your patches a few times, and you're done. It's not that hard. Just make sure you have one of those, I don't know what they're called, the fucking metal shits that you put on your finger. That way it's easy to push the pin through. The needle through, I should say. And also another thing, in recent times, I do not sew my patches anymore. I take it to an embroidery shop. They will do it for you. Just pin the patches where you want them to sew them on. You sew your shit on by a professional. Because look at that. Look at that. Speaks for itself, you guys. No judgment there. If you just want to take it to an embroidery shop, they charge me maybe like $2, maybe $3 or $5 each patch. So I think it's worth it. Fuck it. And it saves you time, and you don't have to bleed or prick your finger or anything like that. So no judgment.
Are not a requirement for having a battle vest. I mean, if you're really, really poor at it, they might just end up falling off, and no one wants that. I actually saw this kid at a show once, and man, his patches were just hanging on by a thread. I felt bad. Poor guy did not know how to sew. He probably should have just had someone do it for him. Rule number 9,
Poor
can
kid.
you wash your battle vest?
No.
So the whole idea of
Don't
not
wash it.
washing your battle vest is 1 part logic, 1 part superstition, and 1 part
Okay.
poor hygiene. The argument for not washing your vest
I mean, I can't argue with
is that it will ruin the patches, and that's probably true if you were to just throw it in the washing machine on heavy
That's
duty
true.
or something.
That's true. I would believe
But
so.
like that logic kind of fails when you introduce hand washing. I mean, if you just rinse it off with a little bit of soap and water
Rinsing
and
it
let
off.
it air
I
dry,
mentioned that earlier.
it's not going to hurt the patches at all, and it will take away a lot of the like body odor stench from it. Now the superstition
See,
part.
if you're a stinky motherfucker, wear deodorant or something. It'll smell nice. Your vest won't stink. I had taken these motherfuckers to many a show. If you're a stinky motherfucker, at least, air it out. That's all I'm saying. But don't wash it. Don't wash it. You don't need to
People
wash it.
say that it's bad luck to wash your vest, and which I can kind of understand that.
but it's
All
bad
the
luck, I
spilled
know.
beer and the mud and the sweat and the fake or real blood. Those are memories, Those are.
Ooh, yes. Actually, that reminds me. Speaking of fucking blood here, I think one of these has. Yeah, see, here it is. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. I don't know if you could see that clearly, but you can see some kind of like blood splatter. I forget what show that was, but I know it's there. It's a memory. I think it was Ghoul. Yeah, I think it was Ghoul. When I went to go see Ghoul, they spray the crowd with fake blood and shit. So see, this is why I say, don't wash your vest, man. Just fucking deal with it.
That's your suit of armor that you wear when you go to war in the pit. It's like a badge of honor, and you should wear it
Badge of
proudly and revel in the stench of it. But then you think about like that one really sweaty shirtless dude that you like banged up against in the pit a couple times, and then you multiply that by
That's a
like the
good point.
thousands of others over like a 4-day festival, and you realize
Yeesh.
that is fucking disgusting. So after keeping this
Yeah,
guy
I guess
in
so.
a separate closet and spraying it down with Febreze, I finally
See,
broke down.
that's
and
another
washed
thing.
it.
I also spray my shit down with Febreze. I do, and it works wonders. At least it doesn't, stink the next day. Yeah, just spray that shit with Febreze. Fuck it, but don't wash it. Oh, there she goes rinsing it. There you go. You can do that.
And I have no regrets. At least not yet. It smells so much better. I don't have to keep it in a separate closet. And it's just, I don't know, it's not going to harm the patches to just hand wash it. And so, yeah,
True.
unless something like awful happens to me this next year, I'll keep you guys posted. But I don't think any bad luck is going to befall me. Rule number 10. So now, if you've gotten this far in the video, I think you kind of get the point. There's not really any hard and fast rules with battle vests, contrary to what some others might believe. I think the only one true rule is that you put on patches for bands that you listen to. I've heard some crazy rules, like you have to be able to name 4 of that band's album off the top of your head and name each band member. I mean, if you want to have those high of standards...
No, fuck no. What? No. Okay, well, okay. My criteria for listening to a band is if I spent hours listening to them. Like, I've had an obsession over this fucking music. For example, like, whoever goes in my back patch, like, I've listened to them hours on end. So, but I don't agree that you have to know every fucking thing about the band. No, fuck that. And if you get quizzed about it, fuck them. Just tell them to fuck off. No, man, you don't need to know every single fucking tidbit about the band or anything. I honestly don't care. If you want to put a Slayer back patch, you've only heard Show No Mercy or the new one, Repentless, who cares? If you want a fucking Slayer back patch, do it. But I just feel if it goes on your vest, you have to have, you know, some time spent with the band, you know? You have to fucking know your shit.
Standards
A little
and,
bit.
like, go for it. But I don't think you should
Who
let
cares if
others
you don't?
dictate what you should and shouldn't put on your vest. As long as it's a band that you feel passionate about, put it on there.
Passionate.
But
That's
just
what I
make
was
sure
looking
it
for.
is
Passionate.
actually a band that you listen to, because you don't want to be that guy or girl at a show who gets asked about a patch on their vest and then gets that, like, deer in the headlights look if you don't know what they're talking about. So, yeah, I don't think that happens that much.
Name 3 songs from Necrovore, Poser.
But just you know, make sure that you care about the things that you're representing on your body. Anyway, let me know what kind of rules you put on yourself for your specific battle vests. I'd love to hear from you all, so let me know if you agree or disagree with any of these guidelines.
I agree, JJ Metalhead. You're very sweet. And with that, those are the only videos I wanted to react to today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, you know, a little bit different thing here on my channel. I feel like I'm a little bit more myself when I'm doing these, because when I'm doing the vinyl collecting videos, I kind of feel like I have to put on my best, you know, I guess, composure with those. And I kind of have so many fucking thoughts flying in my head that I kind of like stumble, I forget stuff. I blank out and shit like that. So I think with these shooting the shit videos, I kind of prefer these because, you know, I can kind of relax and, you know, be lax with you guys. So, hey, maybe I'm going to do a few more of these. Who knows when the next one will be. Shit's just been so crazy at work, you guys. God damn, you have no idea. We've lost some staff, so I've had to cover shifts, work double shifts. My God, you always use this excuse, Goro Stern, but it's a very fucking strenuous job, you guys. So, thank you. If you've gone through this whole video, as always, I thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Thank you, guys.